What's good, family? Discord family, YouTube family. How we doing today? Happy Monday. Early video this week, man. I got a couple trades that I want to review, right? I was actually asked to review from the Discord from some of the members on the Discord. One of them was a gold trade from last night. I do trade gold Asia session. Typically Asia session, if I catch a nice gold trade in the morning, it'll be pre-market. But I do trade gold typically Asia session, and I caught a banger trade for about netting about 1,200 bucks last night on gold. And then this morning I caught a banger short on, I know you guys saw the NASDAQ dropping, and I caught a banger short on NQ this morning, finishing off one combine with that short itself, right? So I traded gold with the funded last night, and NASDAQ this morning on a combine, and then another funded that I have. So all those trades went well. I didn't take an L on the day, and it's been good. But I want to break down exactly why I took those trades, what the ranges that I typically look at during Asia, how I set that up. Typically, and exactly what I saw before I took those trades today. So we're going to jump in the charts here. I know I haven't done one of these in a while, but we're going to jump in the charts here, and I'll show you guys exactly what I was looking at and the reasons behind those. All right, hopefully everything's working well, but it is what it is. So the first trade I want to cover is this gold trade that I took at about 9 p.m., right? So before I talk about this, I did take a short, right? I took a short on gold. I took it from, I literally caught it at settlement, right? Asia open. So actually, before I go through here, let me show you what I do prior to that throw. So you see these big old ranges right here, right? So what these are the CEs, the consequent encroachment of the 4 hour. Typically I scale up on the 4 hour chart, and what I take is the last candle that I find on there, right? So this is the last candle from the previous day. I take that and take the CE of that, and then I do the same thing at the lows, right? And typically they sit between previous day high and previous day low. And from there, I'm able to create that range, and that creates the range that I'm gonna be trading during Asia session, right? Right now, it doesn't look as clean because of all the price action that went through New York and all that good stuff. But if you think about it, without any of this was a clean range, right? And it worked out perfectly as we set it up. So what I did, so I did take the short, and then I got spooked out of it, came out break even basically on here. I think my entry was like up here, but it is what it is. And I wasn't pissed off that I let the trade go. I just, like, I know not to let those things get into your feelings, right? And my target was down here, hit my target perfectly. But I know not to get in your feelings, because there's always a next trade, right? One of the things that I've learned and gotten so much better at is that there's always a next trade. So I just waited for the next trade, right? So initially, you want to see what I saw was on the 5-minute right here. We came up, we broke the structure right here, and then we rejected, right? So after a clean dump, a fast dump, for a reversal, I want to see it push up and then come back, right? If it just pushes up very quickly and then dumps back down, or going lower. But what I want to see is a break and then a retest of this area, right? This is where I was looking to trade inside, right? So right here inside the CE of the 4 hour candle, I'm looking to trade inside here. This is where I'm looking for longs right here, right? And until we break this thing fully and sweep below previous day lows, I mean, I would still long those, but I would look for longs throughout that, right? So, and this is exactly what I was looking for. It came back. As soon as it got back in my box, I took the long, right? I caught about 15 points, a little bit less. It was like 1,200 bucks. I traded one mini, so it was about 12 points basically. I think I got out like down here because it came back just a little bit. Yeah, so 12 points and a little bit, right? Whatever. So I caught about 12 points on the trade, but my thesis was just based on the range that I created, right? So I created the range based off the CE of the 4 hours, and I trade in between that range. When we open at 6 p.m., we open right here, right? This is where patience come in. I will not do anything if we're not at the extremes. I want you guys to keep repeating that. I will not do anything until we are at the extreme. I will not do anything until we are at the extremes. So all I did was wait. I just waited and kept on waiting until we either come in this box where I then short, or come in this box where I would long. And that's exactly what happens, and that's exactly what I did. So this was the banger that I caught on the shorts last night, right before bed. Took that, went to sleep. A couple other people caught it in the trader shop. It was a banger, and then gold after that, it was history. They broke this whole thing. So what I'm gonna do after the market close is the same thing. I'm looking at the 4 hour. I'm checking my levels. I'm creating the range that I'm gonna be trading at tonight, right? So I'll trade between 7 o'clock, 8 p.m. to like 9, 10 p.m. trading gold, typically, right, to get this account up nicely. So this funded 50K is up pretty nice. I'm trying to run it up a little bit more so I could get a nice payout on this one, get a nice cushion. Now, I want to talk about the NASDAQ trade that I took. So let's jump on here, boom, on this combine. So we're going to go on here, MNQ, boom, and boom. This was the short that I caught on NASDAQ today. So coming in, you may see this as bullish, right? So a lot of people would look at this bullish. We came up and we're just sitting up here, right? And we're still very low. So a lot of people may be looking at this and looking for a full-on reversal back up. But what you got to understand is that the sentiment is still bearish on here, right? So I came in, I was looking for shorts, especially at these highs when we came up and we still couldn't take London highs. Like, we come up here, we still couldn't take London highs. I'm still looking for shorts, right? So we came down here. Once we broke here, I was like, boom, okay, bet. Shorts are in place. So I always wait for the break first. I typically would look for a solid close below this, but what happened next, and I took this before the macro, right at 9:30 basically. What happened next was this candle right here, this freaking 5-minute candle right here that you see. So it came up, pushed into here aggressively, and just stopped. When you see that, it's time, and it's at the highs. When that happens, that type of manipulation happens at the highs, that is when you want to short. And I know it's super scary. It's super scary, right? Because you see all this bullish buying coming in. It looks crazy. It's very fast. But that is when you want to short, right? Those are the moves you want to short. And that's exactly what I did. As soon as we came in, I saw we stalled here, still couldn't take these highs, short, boom. And from there, it was there she wrote history. That thing just kept on sliding and sliding. And guess where it slid to? I got out down here, right, because this is a combine, and all I needed was 1,500. This is another funded. I basically funded this account too today. But all it did was come right into here. And guess what this is? This box. Guess what this is? CE of the 4 hour. CE of this big ass 4 hour wick. And how I draw this is how I draw this. I literally just draw a box from the top to the bottom of the wick. And in my boxes, I have the 50%, obviously. And I have the 50% in here, right? And that is where I'm looking. I would look to trade, right? So if I wasn't done trading this long right here, I would have caught it nicely. And if you look, what you will see is that this long right here looks exactly like the gold long, right? I didn't take this, but what do we have here? Boom, we came up, we broke above this, and then we came down to retest, still didn't go below these lows, and came right back up. Ladies and gentlemen, like, it's super simple. And the stuff keep happening over and over and over and over again, right? You just have to recognize it, wait for it to get to those extremes, and take those trades, right? Again, if I was to hide the names right here, boom, you see all this shorting, boom, 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 come right into the CE of the 4 hour, push right back up. This thing is dumping. I'm in some NVIDIA calls and I'm probably getting cooked right now. I bet. Let me see. Yep, NVIDIA dumping. It is what it is, man. Whatever. I'll keep adding. But no, seriously, this is probably gonna get ran through anyway. Whatever. But exactly what I was looking for, right? If I wanted these longs, I know people that caught the longs in the Discord. If I wanted these longs, this is exactly where I would get in. Boom. Again, always remember the first move is a scalp. The first move, if it's a true reversal, it's a scalp, right? So you can take this, and on NASDAQ, you should have taken this because this was easily 100 points if you took it at the 50. Way more than that. 140 freaking points. What, you don't need anything else after that. You could even fund an account on that move, trading 5 micros, right? Easy move right here, 150 points. That's insane, right? Came back down, pushed right back up, and if you caught this move right here, this was probably 200 points. 204 points basically, right? Because I know you're not catching these wicks probably. You probably be catching like in here or in here. But yeah, you could catch 150 to 200 points. But yeah, man, just sharing the trades that I took today, both last night and today. And I'm going to be doing the same stuff over and over and over again, right? Every day, it's going to be the same things over and over and over again. And I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to do anything too fancy. My strategy, everything that I do is super simple. I don't go too crazy into it, and we keep it like that. It's best that way, right? Simple is always better. Simple is always better. But again, thank you guys very much for sitting in on this video, watching it fully. Drop a like, drop a comment. Join the free Discord. We chop it up in there. You can chop it up with me. And yeah, peace.